7th. I'll check it when I get the camera out of my hands. I have to hold the camera in my hands to go live now. And let me zoom in a little and put this up on the camera stand and get set up. I have a lot to do. I have not been streaming for a couple days. I've been working out in the yard. We had a blizzard about a week ago. Hold on a minute. Let me zoom out here. We had a blizzard about a week ago, and it knocked down a whole bunch of tree limbs. I've been out picking up tree limbs out of the, yeah. Somebody came in. Who came in and said hello? Let me get it set up on my notepad. Oh. Let me get set up on my notepad and come into my live stream so that I can greet folks coming in this morning. Hello, I've got one person watching. It was Bunny. Hi, Bunny. Thank you. Thank you. And you too. You too, Bunny. Let's see. Let me fix the chat filter to all messages and fix the quality up from 480 to 1080. There we go. Ah. So I have a lot to do this morning. Penelope's here. She said I wouldn't miss it. I'm working on a glue book. I think I'm going to need to fix the spine here, and I'm ready to put the inside in. I did this last week when it was blizzarding out. So I'm going to work on this morning. I have my little Putz house that I'm working on. I need to put the front windows in. Let me hold it here. It looks something like this. It's an English cottage. I need to put a door on and the front windows in. I need to put the roof on, and the back windows are in. I've got those little cross bars on it. It's a little warped, but it's going to be okay in the long run. So we're going to do a little on this morning. Let me set it aside because it's in the way. I've got Happy Mail to open, and I wanted to show you a project that I worked on. Let me find it in here. This is my written journal, kind of a private journal. But I made corners. Now, of course, I won't be able to find them now, but now that I want them, because I just put them, I made corners, collages. And I found the article that I was inspired by. Now I can't find them in here. So I guess I'll have to make some more. I have corner, here's one. I did this, I believe the last time I streamed. Corner collages, and we're going to make some more of those. And I found the article in the Somerset magazine that inspired me, and I wanted to credit that article. We'll come back to that. I have Happy Mail to open. Looks like I need to zoom out, but let's put it this way for now. So I've got a lot going on. Hi, Becky. Good morning, Miss Becky. How are you doing this morning? You love the cottage houses so much? Oh, thank you, Bunny. It looks a lot like Ukrainian old cottage houses used to look like that. Oh, really? That's interesting. I've got some Happy Mail. This one, I believe, is from Kathy Whitney. She messaged me and said she was going to send me something. And I think this is it. So let's start with that. What are you up to, Miss Becky? Becky said, I'm sore from getting my green desk moved into the space. Oh my goodness, that was a heavy desk. You should have had Greg help you. I'll bet you're sore. I'm kind of stiff because I've been working out in the yard, picking up a lot of branches. And I did order my raised bed. I got a 4x8x2 one, so it's going to be fairly large. And I'm going to put branches in the bottom of it, and branches in the bottom and compost. I was out, here's our curb. This is the street here. This is the street. And this is the curb. My brother's pickup is parked here. And a whole bunch of leaves from last fall fell into the street. And they were, when it rains, it's going to clog all that up. So they must have been sitting there for quite a while because the grass was growing in there and there was actually composting in there. And I cleaned all of that out behind his pickup. And because it looks like compost, I took it out to the garden and I'm going to put that in the raised bed. Now in front of his pickup and around the curve is some more, but it's not quite as bad, but I still have that to do. So that's what I've been up to. Kind of busy. Becky says, good morning, everyone. Hi, Lala. Hi, Arlene. Good morning, Miss Arlene. Becky said she's getting her room set back up. Becky, your room is so cool. Becky had quite a deal with having the floors redone. It kind of made her move everything out of the way. This is from Kathy Whitney. Oh, look at the beautiful, beautiful card. And it says, listen to your heart. It will show you the way. Oh, how cool. How cool. Let's see what she put in here. Oh, look what she's done. Oh, wow. Happiness depends on ourselves. This is needlework. It's like a spiral, you guys. Oh, that's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. There we go. Very cool. And she sent a leaf here that she's, it looks like she stamped it. It looks like it's stamped. It's not a real leaf. It's real nice. I like that, Kathy. She says, Meri, this happy mail is long overdue, like all Meri's happy mail. But I hope you enjoy the ATC and the squish print. Oh, it's called a squish print. Oh, I wonder if she printed that off of a real leaf. I'll bet she did. Wow, I've never heard of squish prints. That's beautiful. Things are tough right now, but thankfully the art community helps us stay sane. Oh, keep Kathy Whitney in your hearts and prayers. But you know, life is tough sometimes, isn't it? Let's just pray for good blessings to come onto her and her family. Thanks for your years of friendship, Kathy Whitney. Well, thank you right back to you, Kathy. And I'm going to put this in my Happy Mail box. I've got a box here, a bucket that's growing. I can't reach it with one hand here. But I'll put that in my Happy Mail box. This one is from Nancy Widner. Nancy Widner. Nancy, thank you so much. She shows up in my streams. Every now and then she pops in, says hello. Hi, Kimberly. Oh, is it eco-dyed? Oh, it is so cool. She called it a squish print. And look how neat and clean. I would never be able to get an eco dye that clean. Believe me. Beautiful, beautiful art. I'm a messy artist, let me tell you. I'm not a neat and clean. It's not my style. Neat and clean frustrates me, I have to tell you, because I can't achieve it, and then I get, you know, like frustrated. Nancy Widner here. Let's see what Nancy sent. Ooh, I see some gold peeking out or something here. Let's open this up. Another beautiful card. It says a note, and it's cacti or cactuses, however you want to pronounce that. I thought I saw gold. I thought I saw gold. Look at this, you guys. Oh, it's like off of a scarf. Oh, that is beautiful. Oh, Nancy, thank you so, so much. I'm thinking I'll have to put a snippet of this in my book. Let's take a corner off here. What did I do with my scissors? Let's take a corner. And these scissors, because I use them on paper and everything, do not cut fabrics very well. I'm going to put a snippet of this in my writing journal. Nancy Widner, thank you so much. This is just beautiful. I'm going to save that out. And the rest, I should put a snippet in with the card. I'll do that later. She says, Meri, I had a card for you sitting under a pile of paper, just like Meri does. That's what I do. Everything I have is under a pile of something or other. For about 2 years. That sounds exactly like Meri. How embarrassing is that? Don't be embarrassed. I have several things sitting under for 2 years. Just ask Barb Fillion. I painted an envelope for her in 2018. That is 7 years ago. And I haven't sent it to her yet. She said, I threw the note away because it wasn't relevant anymore. But this piece of fabric was in that note. Oh, just beautiful. Oh, Nancy. Not sure what you can use it for, but I really wanted you to have it. Well, I think I'm going to put a snippet in with this card, and I'm going to put a snippet in my writing journal. Just beautiful. Thank you so much. Please know that I may not always comment on your videos or lives, but I'm usually there. Well, if you're out there, Nancy, thank you so much for everything. Hi. I really enjoy watching you make art. You and your videos just make me happy. Aww, you guys make me happy. Thank you for sharing your talent with this community. You know, you guys mean the world to me. You mean the world to me. I have to tell you that. Your faraway friend, Nancy Widner. Aw, Nancy, thank you so much. That is so sweet. And I'm going to put this in my Happy Mail bucket. I'm going to save the snippet out. And the last one I got is from Dee Dee Willingham. Dee Dee, are you out there? Kimberly says, that's so sweet. Aw. You're a nurse, Kimberly? I didn't know that. She says, I'm Nurse Kimmers. Aw. Kimberly says, I'll be in and out. Paul had surgery, Saturday. Oh, I think that's why she's calling her Nurse Kimmers. He had a torn retina. Oh, my goodness. Now he has to be face down every 45 minutes of every hour. It's been tough. Oh, my goodness. 45 minutes of every hour. So he only gets 15 minutes of not being face down. How long, Kimberly? How long does he have to do that? Oh, Becky said she did that by squishing it on the Eco Die. Well, I'll tell you, that is so nice and neat and pretty. I just love it, Becky. Man, I'll tell you, what you guys achieved just amazes me. Arlene says, Kimberly, oh wow, prayers for you and Paul. Yes, Kimberly, we will be keeping you and Paul in the prayers that well, most of all, that his torn retina will heal, and that he will have the strength to be face down for 45 minutes every hour. Hi, Lena. Lena. Good to see you. Lena says, I also really rarely comment. She says, I'm just like Nancy, but I'm watching a lot of the Lurker. Lena streams. What day do you stream, Lena? I have you on my list let's verify this. I have you someplace here. Kathy Junkie Scrappy Girl. I have you here. Debbie Epps, Carol McDonald, Devin, Beth, Kelly, Nancy. I have you here someplace. What days do you stream, Lena? I thought I had you on my list. Maybe I don't. Oh yeah, I do. Lena, because I got you. I know I put Debbie Epps on there, and then I have you on Mondays at noon. Is that right? No, Fridays at noon. Let's see, Lena. Let me get your schedule. Dee Dee says hello. Dee Dee, I got your envelope here. Right here. I'll be watching for your answer. She says, I'm a lurker. Well, I have you on here, but it looks like I wrote Carol McDonald's over you. I think I got you Friday noon Eastern, Lena. Because I got you here, and then I added Debbie Epps up there, and then I got you, Lena. I kind of marked here. I got you at Friday noon, and maybe somebody told me you weren't streaming at that time anymore. They're saying good morning to Dee Dee and Lena. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hi, Kimberly. Oh, you had that, Dee Dee, with the retina? Did you have a torn retina, Dee Dee? Oh, my goodness. Oh, for a couple of weeks he's got to do that. Oh, my goodness. Arlene dropped the link to Lena's channel. Oh, she said she doesn't have a regular day. You're making weekly videos. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I'm going to put weekly videos on here. So that, because I want to call attention to your channel. Let's see, let's write it someplace on here. Lena. And I'm going to put Denmark, because that's where you're from. And I'm going to put weekly videos. I've got to redo this list. Well, welcome in, Lena. And oh my goodness, Kimberly, bless your heart, for that has to be tough. For 2 weeks, every 45 minutes, or 45 minutes every hour. Oh, is that during the night too, or can he rest during the night? Dee Dee says, I had to sleep sitting up for 2 weeks. Oh, for a couple of weeks. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. I have that. I have it here somewhere. That envelope, it's a nice Collage envelope, and I have a pocket, a prayer pocket. And I did that when you fell in your wheelchair. How long ago was that, Arlene, when you fell in your wheelchair? I did that prayer pocket for you in that envelope. And I have happy mail I want to send to Becky. I have happy mail. I have all those little March shamrocks to send. I have mail that I need to send to the Fib Diggity Creators Group. I tell you, I'm just so, I don't know. I'm just not with it, with happy mail. They're saying good morning to Dee Dee. Let's see. Kimberly, you and your husband, Lala says, Kimberly, you and your husband, may your day be filled with positive vibes, peace, comfort, joyous moments, and blessings and prayers today and always. Oh, what a beautiful blessing, Lala. Thank you for that. And let's just pray that Kimberly has the strength to support Paul, and Paul has the strength to do what he needs to do to heal. He has a nitrous gas bubble in his eye to hold the retina in place, so face down is the position they need. It's an amazing invention. Wow. Lala says, oh, thank you, Lala. Yeah. I'm going to repeat what Jacqueline always says. Lovely's Crafting Lodge is a thumbs up and a comment, subscribing. That is the best compliment. That's really a blessing. And who was I listening to yesterday who said the same thing? Yesterday it must have been Dee Dee's stream. Because they really do help the likes and the shares and the comments. You guys all chat in my stream, so I understand why you may not comment on a live stream after it's processed, because all the chat happens in the live stream, and I'm perfectly okay with that. But YouTube actually looks at all of that. And our thumbnails. Thumbnails and titles. Well, my thumbnails and titles aren't the greatest. But I love you all. Dee Dee said, yes, that's what I had too, Kimberly. I'm not sure why different positions. Wow. Hi, Messy Palette. Diane, welcome in, welcome in. Messy Palette is from Australia, across the world, 12 hours away. It must be in the evening for her, 6:30, 7 o'clock over on the other side of the world. Dee Dee, I think it has to do with where the tears are, where the water, it has to do with where the tears are, I think. Aw. They're saying good morning to everybody. Lena says, wow, Kimberly, I hope that will go quick towards recovery. Yes, Lena. Thank you for saying that. We wish Paul a fast recovery, and we wish Nurse Kimberly blessings for supporting Paul. Hi, Sherry Van. Good morning, Sherry Van. She says, my son called a blanket hello doll. Good morning, Mr. Son. Sherry's son. Kimberly says, oh, so much togetherness. I can just chat and chat and chat to him, and he's stuck. Oh, Kimberly, that's funny. Happy leprechaun mail. Yeah. That's what it's going to be. I have all the shamrocks all tatted and stitched. I just haven't put in the envelope to mail yet. I might stamp out some of those bunny. I have a bunny stamp that I carved a couple years ago. I have an envelope here with it. Like this. Oops, let me cover up my address. I have a bunny stamp. I might try to find that stamp and stamp out some bunnies. Maybe on some sticker paper and put that with the shamrocks and send them off that way. And those of you who are expecting Fibdiggity mail, I'll put it in the same envelope. Paul says, thanks to my friends. He appreciates you. Aww. Dee Dee is giving Paul a little hug. A little friendly get well hug. It's 9:30 there? Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, 6:30, 9:30, more than 12 hours then. Dee Dee says, hi, Messy Oz. Lena, miss saying, hi, Lena. Dee Dee says, I miss saying good morning. Sherry Van says, Kimberly, the both of you will be in my thoughts and prayers. Okay, let's open Dee Dee's mail so she can get on with her day. Dee Dee sent this to me and it never arrived. I think they returned it for some reason or another. And so she sent it back again. She sent me another one. And I got the other one. I showed it. But let's open this. Dee Dee is so good with Happy Mail. She was painting discs yesterday in her stream. Wooden discs. She was doing a beautiful job. She collaged a picture on there and then she puts her own art on that collage. Just beautiful work. Dee Dee Willingham does. She is our inspiration, isn't she? All right, let's open this up and see what she sent me. I have so much Dee Dee mail. I have so much Dee Dee mail. I'm going to do my own Dee Dee art journal. Wow. Does it go this way, Dee Dee? Or does it go this way? Or does it go this way? She says it goes any way. I think it really goes like this because here's the world in here. Wow. Although there's a clock over here. It can go any way you want it to go, Mary. Really awesome. I see mountains in here. So I'm tending to think it goes like this. And then she has these beautiful, beautiful collages. Dee Dee does such wonderful work. Look, there's a clock here and a clock there. Dee Dee loves all these galaxy kind of space. I call them space, but they're kind of in a, she likes to create, here, let me move it down a little. She likes to create worlds. And she comes up with some awesome worlds. I think what's going to happen to Dee Dee when she gets to heaven, when Dee Dee gets to heaven, God's going to assign her the responsibility for creating galaxies. Cosmic whimsy perfection. Yes, it is. There's a little time traveler in the corner. Let's see. Let's see. Where's time traveler? Oh, is it over here? Why can't I find the time traveler? Here? She said, oh, here? No. Okay, Dee Dee, I'm going to hold it like this. This is my left, this is my right. Upper right, lower right. Lower left, upper left. From your mouth to God's ear, Mary. Yes, that little man in the corner. Well, I'm looking for a little man. Oh, here, right here. I see a little man. Wow. And I see him right here. Thank you. Yeah, oh, wow. And you know, this is really a beautiful piece of art, because this, you know how I said God's going to assign Dee Dee the responsibility of creating galaxies? This shows how little we are in the whole cosmic creation out there. You see all these, you look up into the sky, and of course we just see planets and stars. Well, we don't even see planets. We see them through our telescopes and through high-powered telescopes and all of that. But in the whole scheme of the universe and the galaxies and all of that, we are just about, maybe not even that big. But that's what this little time traveler reminds me of, how small we are within the beauty of creation. And yet, here we are on Earth, enjoying our best lives. Hi, Cal. Welcome in, Kelly. Kelly Rawson. Cal, she goes by Cal. Hi, Dar. Good morning, Dar. Yep. If God doesn't assign Dee Dee to make galaxies, when I get to heaven, I'll talk to God and said, God, you needed to assign Dee Dee to create galaxies. Oh dear. They're saying good morning out there. Thank you so much for the happy mail, you guys. This is just beautiful, beautiful art. I certainly do not deserve all the happy mail I've been getting. So let me put this in the happy mail bucket over here. And Dee Dee, your art just fits. I'm going to have to put it at the back, though, because it blocks out all the other. Let me put it at the back. There we go. Oh, I'm going to have to get me a bigger bucket. So what shall we do next? I wanted to talk about collage corners here. It's on page 18. This is what I did the other, I might have to zoom out. Let me bring the book up a little. Penelope, I'm going to knock you off. These are collage corners created by Melanie, oh, and I'm not going to be able to pronounce her last name, Theriault, Theriault. But she creates these, this is her writing journal, and of course she's muted out the text, but she makes these corners, and this has so inspired me, what she has done here. Look at what she's done with her writing journal. And this one especially inspires me because I'm going to use some of those pages that I scan. And we'll do that a little later. I'll scan another page. But this is just beautiful art here. And she talks about using black and white images. See, all her images are black and white. I'm not going to read the entire article. This was a Somerset Studio magazine that I got from Lindy Kay and Sean Designs. She was selling them, and I bought 5 or 6 of them. This is winter of 2023. It's a circus issue. Just beautiful. And I would zoom out a little, but I'm going to create some collage corners here. So that's my inspiration. And let me show you again what I've done. This is my writing journal. And sorry for my crooked camera. Let's see if I can straighten it a little. Is that a little better? Well, it needs to come down now. No? No, it's okay. No, it needs, because I work about in here. So let me move my camera down. Sorry about that. It's just no good way to get set up here. Who came in and said hello to everyone? Becky says, hello to everyone. I'm just cleaning things up and getting the new homes for things. Boy, Becky, you're better than me. So I created this. I call this my $500 journal because I wanted a nice writing journal. And this is the first time I think that I did the Coptic stitching. And I put it in here, but I think I'm going to have to mend this down here. I don't want to cover that up, but I think I'm going to have to, or it's going to tear more. I keep this out by my recliner, and I write in it. I write in it periodically. I'm not going to show you all my writing, but I've been putting happy mail, little bits and pieces, not happy mail. Where's that collage corner that I created? It's toward the front here. Did I put it? Well, I never can find it. I should mark it because I want to show you guys. Is that it? No. I've got a lot of ephemera in here. Well, fiddlesticks. It's here someplace. But I got a collage corner in here that I created a couple streams ago. I can't find it. But we're going to do some more. But before I do that, I want to work on this. This is the journal that, the glue book journal that I created during the blizzard. The spring blizzard of 2025. Dee Dee, if you wonder why I haven't been streaming, I've been working in the yard. Yesterday I ordered the garden bed, the raised garden bed that I'm going to put out there, and I've been cleaning the curbsides of all the compost on the leaves and everything. And I think I moved 5 wheelbarrows of leaves and dirt that was behind my brother's pickup on the street. And he watched me do it. He says, Meri, you're playing in the streets. And this, I glued this down and it got really stiff. But what I think I'm going to do is heal this because it's falling apart and this needs to be healed. So I think I'll heal it both on the inside and the outside. And let me just do that now. And let's see. I have fabric. I think I'll use this music fabric. Although I like this too. This is kind of my favorite fabric. All right. And I was thinking if I can put my hands on it, that I would use rubber cement. Especially on the outside. We'll see how it works on the inside here. Because it needs some flexibility because it's going to flip. So I think I'm going to put the music on the inside. And I'm just going to put little strips here. I want the text to show. And I'm going to put this on the outside. So, maybe 3. Now, when I say I want that to show, that will eventually get covered up. But I was so inspired by the spine, which is over there, but I don't want to dig through everything. Hi, Mina. Good morning, Miss Mina. Arlene dropped a link to Kelly Ralston's channel. Kelly, I have you streaming on Tuesday nights late. Is that right? Or is it Thursday nights? I'm going to have to do a stream and invite people who stream to come and drop their schedules in and do a revised schedule maybe online. All right. Let's see what I can do here. I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm thinking that the rubber cement is more flexible. Ooh, it stinks, that's for sure. And let's put some on the, hold it a minute, let me get my glue magazine out here. Wasn't at Hobby Lobby. I think I got this at Hobby Lobby. One of the stores I bought rubber cement from, she made me show my ID. And I said, doesn't my gray hair show you that I'm over 18? She says, we have to ask for ID. Phew. Kids will sniff it. Kids will sniff it. So if I get goofy, you know it's the rubber cement job here. And I'm just going to leave the rough edges to kind of soak through. And I'll be putting the spine on here, so I'm not sure this is going to stick. It might just need some time to, it might need time to dry. If it doesn't stick, I will cry. If it doesn't stick, I will go back to another glue. Hold on, I'm thinking here. How wide do I want to make this? These little scissors are getting dull, which is unusual for Tim Holtz scissors, but I've been using them for other things. All right, we're going to put that in there. I'm not sure this rubber cement is the right thing to use on the spine here. I'm not sure this is going to hold. But we'll find out. If I have to re-glue it, I'll re-glue it. But I'm thinking it's flexible and that I used glue on the text and it ripped apart. It got stiff and crackly. So I'm thinking that rubber cement might be the trick here. And there's always double-sided tape. Whew, I'm going to have to blow some of this smell away. You should really use a ventilated area when you use rubber cement. I have a fan going. Let me move my magazine. Woo! I'll have to open the doors to the house when it gets warmer. All right. Well, I'm just going to let that dry. I'm not going to try to put the other on yet because I want it to dry. So I'm just going to set it aside. I might not use rubber cement on the other side. We'll see how this... What did I do? Did I move that? It moved, didn't it? Did I do that? I think I moved it. Kelly says, I've been without heat for 2 days. They finally fixed the furnace. Oh my goodness, Kelly. Dar said it's still cold. She cranked up the heat. Becky said, Meri, you could just ask everyone to post their schedules under the video in the comments. That's a good idea. So, I'll ask, but let me get the rubber cement off my fingers here. It's causing me an issue. Let me move this out of the way. Becky made a really good suggestion. If you stream, please leave your stream schedule in the comments. Let me pin that for any of the... Let me get out my phone. It's easier to type it on my phone than on this notepad. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for popping in. And thanks to those of you who sent me happy mail. I've still got rubber cement on my fingers. Dee Dee was saying yesterday that, what was it that you said would, the only thing that would remove the golden, what was she saying? The only thing that removes the golden collage medium that she uses. Diane says, I'm going to have to turn that fan toward me. It's getting warm in here now. My brother hasn't turned the furnace off. It had a blizzard last week and we got really cold. And just when I was going to give in to call my brother, my brother wanted to call my nephew and spend the night up there, and I didn't think that was a good idea because I thought the lights would come on pretty soon, and just when I was about ready to give in, the lights came on. All right. Come on, chat. Let me put the chat filter to all messages. And I'm going to pin this. I'm going to put it in caps. Streamers. No, let's do it this way. If you do live streams, please. And I think if you foo, I'll put this on my community tab too. Streams. It's what a good typist I am. Please leave a comment. I'm going to put here because I'm going to post the same thing on my community tab. Please leave a comment here with your schedule. Is that good enough? Your D-child? S-C-H-E-D-U-L-E. Can I do the... Oh, I can, but it's in the wrong spot. All right. Now let me select all and copy. And let me post. And let me... If you full live streams, can I edit that? Well, I'm going to remove that because I copied it. Let me do it again. Meri has to always fool around with stuff. I thought I changed foo to do. I must not have. It's still foo. And I changed that too. All right, let's try that again. Select all. Whoops. Select all. Copy. All right, Becky, that's really a good suggestion. I appreciate that. Let me pin that. And now let me go over to my posts, and we'll do the same thing over here. Paste. And look what it does on my little emojis. It puts a column underscore bandit bandit bandit. It doesn't do my little bandit, and I'm afraid I don't want to try it here. I just want to. And can I put it in there here? I can't. See, sometimes it lets me do it, and sometimes it doesn't. So we'll do the roses here. Come on. We'll do the roses. Or the tulips. Post. There we go. I got it in both places now. Now let's go back to chat and see what's happening in chat while I have the phone in my hands. Chat filter. All messages. What did Arlene say? I need to wash some stamps. I'll be back in a bit. I think Arlene's been stamping. Dee Dee says, good idea, Becky. Hi, Jersey, Laura Jersey. Good morning, good morning. Isn't Arlene a sweetie? Yes. Arlene says, Jersey, please message me your... Oh, okay. You guys, yesterday I was going to purchase it was an antique tin, a round tin with a peacock on it. And it's in the same, the seller was on Facebook Marketplace in the same town where my brother goes up to the VA. And I asked her if she could mail it to me. I said, we're going to be up there but April 7th. And she said, well, she said she thought that the mail would probably cost more to, I didn't tell her I buy stuff online all the time, but she said, it'll probably cost more to mail it than it's worth. And I kind of wanted it, but she said, what's your zip code? And when she said, what's your zip code? Facebook slammed she said, Facebook slammed a warning message that this may be a scam. And I told the seller, I said, they said you might be a scammer. And I didn't believe she was, but I told her that, and she says, I'm not a scammer, just go check out my profile. And I told her, I said, I would complain to Facebook if they do that to you. And later on, she thought about it for a while, and we agreed that I would just wait until April 7th, and if it was still available, then I would get it. But she thought about it for a while, and she said, I'll bet it's because I asked you for your zip code. So I thought that was pretty interesting that Facebook's AI is protecting us from scammers if they ask for your zip code. Oh. Let's see what else is going on. Jersey says, oh, Arlene, that's so thoughtful. I used to have a P.O. box, but now we have a road address. That's probably why I'm sorry that happened. It looks like Arlene had some mail coming back from Jersey that she mailed to Jersey. Let's see. Jersey says, Arlene, I'm loving your cards. I'm seeing on Instagram. Arlene says, Dee Dee, it's cheap and works. Let's see. What did Messy Palette say? Messy Palette said, my phone has fingerprint entry. I can never get in after I've crafted. Yeah, put rubber cement on your hands and see what happens, huh? That's funny, Diane. Arlene says she uses nail polish remover. Oh, that's what Dee Dee was saying. She said the only thing that really takes the golden matte medium off of her hands is fingernail polish remover. After I stream, I go, we have a bar of lava soap out in the kitchen. That's what I use to wash my hands in the kitchen. And that does a pretty good job of removing the paint and all the gunk on my hands. But sometimes I use hand sanitizer, but that kind of dries out my hands. Becky says, "Brr, Kelly. Kelly wants the furnace turned on. She's been out without heat for 2 days." And we're back to where Becky said that, please leave your schedule in the comments below. All right, let me turn this off. And the other thing I had to do other than that, I have my little house here. It's kind of warped in a little, but I think eventually, and I don't really mind it warped that much because it's going to hang on the tree. It's going to hang on the tree. My houses should probably be about half this size. I might just set them all in on the windowsill. And see, this stuff will crack. It's cracked right there, but I don't really mind that too much. It dries crooked. But what I'm going to do this morning is paint this fireplace. It's kind of warped in there. If I can't. Yeah, did you hear that pop? That crack? See, it's really stiff. But I don't mind it cracking if it helps the warping a little. I don't really mind that. Because it's still pretty sturdy, even with the cracks. That one's not going to crack. And by the time I get the roof and the door and all that on, it's not going to make that big of a difference. There, that's much better. I'm going to paint the fireplace. So I think all I want is kind of a red and reddish dark brown red color. Let's see. I might just use this. This is my glue magazine, but I'm getting ready to get a new one. So I'm just going to mix my paint on here. I want a reddish brown. This is Velvet Crush. I don't want a purple fireplace. And then with my reds. Let's see, what a yellow, black. Here we go. Alizarin crimson, and maybe we'll put a green with that. See if I can't make a brownish color. And we'll see what happens here. A brown red. Oh, I should have shook it up. I don't use this alizarin. You know, I haven't been painting a lot. And this is Deco Art, so I find Deco Arts to be a pretty thin paint anyway. I don't need, well, look at how thin that is. Let's shape this one up a little. I don't need a whole lot anyway, but, and Dee Dee was saying yesterday how she appreciated a flat brush. I don't want to use that one. That's my watercolor one. Here, we'll use a crafty brush here. See, well, that's more green than I want. Let's get some more of this juicy red. I have a feeling that some of the, because I don't use it a whole lot, that some of the pigmentation flows to the bottom because it's really juicy. It's almost too dark for me. I'm shaking it. I don't mind the tone. It's about the right tone, but I want it a little more reddish. Almost too dark. But we'll use that as an undercoat, maybe. And if I put white with it, it'll make it pink. But I am going to put more red on here. Not a bad color. This Putz house has taken me longer than expected. This is February. April's about here. I'm going to have to do some easier ones. If I only get 6 of them done, I'll be happy. All right, let's see if I can't just put some plain red on here. Now it's getting to be more of a, I think I shook it up enough. I think I'm happy with that. And I'm just going to paint this out. And it'll dry. And I think what I'll do is paint just the under edge here. Most of it won't show. See how thin that paint is, though? Now let's do this side. And green seems to be thicker. There we go. And I'm just going to get it off my brush. This will all be on the inside anyway. You'll never see this. But just in case. And this time, I need to put the hanger on it before I put the roof on. This is the roof. It's an English cottage. Thatched roof. All right, and we are going to put a hanger through here, and I'm going to put a chimney on here too. But we'll do that. Oops, put my finger in it. We'll do that later. Let me set this up to dry. I'll put this in the water and close up my paint. And that's probably about all I'm going to do on the Putz house today. I'll do it a little at a time till I get it done. Red and green. Let me move on. Put this behind me. And let's see where I am here. Let's move this. Now I am going to put, let me set this aside, the Putz house aside to dry. I am going to put oh, I put my hand right in it. What did I do with the signature? Did I bury it? I am going to put this on here, so these music things are just, but I think I'll use, maybe I'll use Aileen's tacky glue to put this down. But I wanted that to show in there, but what I want to do now, this is almost dry. I'm going to leave that. And I don't think I'll use rubber cement on this side. Let me move my writing journal or I'll mess it up. And I want to use this on the outside. Now this says daughter of the land, and I was thinking I would put a picture of a lady in here. I'll have to find one that I like. But I think I'm going to cover this whole spine. But I have to do it like that. But let's get a good measurement. And I want as much of this to show as possible. So I think I'll tear it this way. And now let's see if I fold it. Maybe right here. That's where I'm going to tear. And of course I always cut it upside down. And I'm going to glue this part first, and then I'm going to fold it and glue the sides. And let's see. Do I want this to fold in maybe? I think I'll fold that in like that. So let's get my tacky glue out. I'm going to use Aileen's tacky glue. Aileen, where are you? She says, I'm up here on the top shelf, Meri. Where you put me last. And let's see what I have here. I have a broken paintbrush that I use as a glue stick. Ewy. And it's ooey and gooey. I don't like wet stuff, but I do keep this in the water. Alrighty. So I'm going to glue this first. Lift it up. I'm still binding my January junk journal. It's sitting over there half bound. Let me turn this around. But it's all done. It just needs to be bound. I haven't been doing much. I've been working outside. And that's going to be that way for the next month. So my streams might be sporadic depending on how I feel, you guys. One day last week I slept right through the stream. It was on Tuesday, I think. Was that this week? I slept right through the stream. I just slept right through it. My alarm went off. I reached over, turned it off, and went right back to sleep. Let me set this aside over here. Maybe don't fall. I have to laugh at. I like to watch Girl with Her Dogs or Girl with the Dogs. And she always says to the cat and the dog, don't bite. Now don't bite. All right, I want to leave as much of this decorative area on the front as possible, so it's going to be pretty skinny on the front here. But I have to allow for folding, so let me pull it back a little more here. Because it's going to come this way. Yeah. Let me change it because it's going to come down a little. Whoops, that's a little too much, I think. Now, let's go ahead and do this. All right, I think this is over a bit, or maybe we should move this over. Up a little. There. All right, now let me get in here and glue. I've had this jar of Aleene's Tacky Glue for an awfully long time, and it's still over half full. Probably about 3/4 full yet. And I'm making this side pretty thin in here because I want this border to show. Okay, I think I'm going to snip those, but let me do this side next. I'm not liking the crease here. That kind of how the inside is here. Can't smooth that out a little there. Okay. Now it comes over to about to there. And this is just a glue book. I wanted to, and I didn't even get, I have a whole packet of scrappies. And I sorted out the largest scrappies for let me put that in the trash, for the pages, but I still have a full bag of scrappies. All right, let's see what happens here. The string on my finger. It's not coming off. Now I got it on the other finger. All right, now I want to snip. And I'm going to use my other scissors because well, let's see, can I just put it this way? I don't really need this snip there. Let's just fold it up and see what happens. And how far up? About to that line. Yeah, I'm gonna get a hold of my book here. That string was on my thumb now. It doesn't like to be moved. All my text is getting covered up. I just have a little bit in there, but that's okay. It's going to be covered up anyway. All right, this one comes about down to there, where it says her. Put these scissors back. Sticky finger, Mary. A little bit more glue on that fabric. There we go. All right, I'm gonna put this in the water. Yeah, throw my, well, let's do this first. There we go. I'm pretty happy with that. Shall I go ahead, since I'm here, and do the glue in the spine? Now this part, the spine part here, will not get glued down, just the sides. So, that's pretty even. So from here, clear out over to where it says APEI. I should probably mark that. Right in here. So all of this is going to be glued. Shouldn't have put that stick back in the water. Oops. Let me wipe this off again. I dropped something. I'll run over it with my chair if I don't pick it up. Yep, it's right under the wheel. That's that little brush. Or a little brush. Still got, yeah, that's what I was doing. It's what I was doing the brick with. All right, let's set it off over here. Okay. I'm glad I marked that. Now I don't want to glue the spine part. I just want to glue this part in here. And the reason I have this piece here, that piece of music fabric, is because it's help healing the spine from the inside. It's going to get all covered up. Yeah, most of it's going to get covered up, which is okay with me. Somebody will take this book apart someday, or burn it, one or the other. I often wonder what's going to happen to all of this, but you know, the joy is in the doing. The joy is in the making. If it doesn't survive after my life, it's served its purpose. All right, we're going to put this right down in here. Where's my towel? I might have to come and we'll see what I might have to do later. Let's do this side, which comes, it's quite large. I could take a little of that off. Now, Mary? Yeah. Let's see if I can rip it. Rip it while it's on the book. I didn't want it that large. Oh, let's make sure that this goes. Do I want it underneath? Yeah, no. Comes inside here. And this one comes over here, someplace. Here. That one comes on there. Oh, did I do it upside down? I sure as heck did. Well, let's take it off. I did it upside down. Probably a signal to stop. Stop everything. She did it upside down. Let's see. I think I'll clip this green on the inside off here. It's in my way. Still wet. The glue's on the wrong side. Now I'm gonna try this. See how that works. Meri always does something wrong. It's my nature. I told you, perfection just is not my style. Perfection is not my style. But it always ends out good in the long run. Now, how centered is that? Pretty good. Pretty good by the time I add all the stuff in there. Could come down just a little, but it's even here. And I've already glued it. That's how it's going to be, folks. I got a lot in here yet. I could have probably done another signature, but I can put something in the back. I think I'm pretty happy with it. Except for the ribbon here. I'm not sure I'm happy with this. It's too wide of a ribbon. I wonder what would happen if I'd snip it off. Didn't like that. Too wide of a ribbon. I can put something else in there if I want. Alright, I'm going to let all this dry and see. There's a gap in here, which is what I want. And I don't have good light, so I can't see what's going. And the fan is blowing. I've got a knot in there. Let me get that knot out. There. So I've got a lot of space in here. I can add something in the back if I want. Throw that away. So I think I'm going to save these scrappies. Throw this away. I think I'm pretty happy with it. I'm not so sure I'm happy with this yet. But I can't see what's going on. There's a gap in there. There's a gap right in there. Where's my signature gap in there? But I'll figure that out when I have more light. I can't see what I'm doing. And the fan is blowing my bangs in my eyes. So I think I'm pretty happy with it. I think I'm pretty happy with it. I don't know how much in focus I was while I was doing that. But there it is. Now what do you want to work on? Corners, collages. Let me come out and look at chat. Let me put my glue away. Put my glue stick in the water. Put Aileen's glue up here. I'm going to have to do something with this. I don't like how that gap's in there. I'm almost thinking I could staple it right there. Put something on there and staple it there. All right, let me set it aside. We are going to work on some collage corners. But let me come out and look at chat first. I'm going to look at chat on my phone. I want to thank you all for joining me this morning on the live, get into the chat, and get into all messages. Dar says, right, Joyce, whoever heard of this? What did Joyce say? I never thought about scar tissue. Ugh. Good night, Diane. She's probably already gone. They're saying good night to Diane. She says, lullaby did the trick. It's not wrong, it's a learning experience, Arlene says. Not wrong, Dieter. Dar says, Lala, my left eye is watering like a faucet. Oh no. I found out last week that there's a small cataract growing on the scar tissue from the original surgery. Oh my goodness sakes, Dar. Wow. I never knew that could happen. The cataract's growing on the scar tissue. Lala says, rest well. Lala says she's gonna go rest in the dark. Loves you all. Thanks for popping in, Lala. She's probably... Oh, Tina popped in. Hi, Tina, if you're still out there. Arlene says, sleep, baby, sleep. Our cottage veil is deep. Little lamb on the green with snowy fleece, so soft and clean. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Arlene's singing Diane the lullaby. There's Tina. Good morning, Miss Tina. She says hello to everybody. So cool. With hearts and names and @ signs and everything. Aww. Been here, Dee Dee, in the bleachers. I irritated my eye and it weeps when I try to read. Oh. Let's see, Arlene says, they're laughing at something, Messy Palette. Mary could at least sing me a lullaby. Well, you're already asleep. Arlene took up the song. Arlene says, I'm finishing up an Easter card and starting another doll. Oh, wow. Dee Dee's lurking and working. Dee Dee sent the most wonderful time traveler collage. I really love it, Dee Dee. I'm collecting all Dee Dee's art. I'm going to do a Dee Dee art journal. Only I'm not going to glue anything down. I think I'm going to put them in page protectors. Let's see. Hi, Joyce. Good morning, Miss Joyce Maureen. They're saying, oh, good morning to Joyce. Diane says, doesn't get the stuff off that you can't see. Packing my groceries today and found some black alcohol ink on my arm from last night's live. I know what Diane means, because I'll wash my hands after my stream, but, you know, I'll be working during the day and I'll go, oh, I missed a spot. Kel says, time to do my book study homework. I'm here, but I'm up in the balcony. I was up in the balcony at Dee Dee's yesterday. I listened to most of her stream. I had to go eventually, but when you use your credit card, it sometimes asks for your zip code, so it could be for your protection. Yeah, I was saying that I was trying to ask a lady if she would send me something on Facebook Marketplace, if she would mail it. And the seller asked me for my zip code, and when I gave it to her, a warning message came up in Facebook Marketplace. This lady could be a scammer. And I didn't realize it would do that, and I don't think she did either. She probably wouldn't have asked me. But I'm not too worried about it. Okay, I'm up here to where I ask, if you do live streaming, please drop a comment below my stream here, and I posted the same thing over on my post tab. So if you happen to see that, I'm going to revise my stream schedule. I'll add you to my stream schedule. I should do that every now and then. Tina says, Dar, did you already have cataract surgery? I had that surgery done in both eyes years ago. I'm just wondering if they came back. Those cataracts. Yes, Tina, I had both eyes done 3 years ago. Zenjin popped in. Did Zenjin? There she is. She says, good morning, friends from Maryland. From Maryland. Okay. Well, it is, what, 7:30? 7 hairs in my eyes. 7:40. I am going to do some page corners here. And let me show the article. Well, I don't want to zoom out because then you won't see my artwork close up. Let me put these fabrics back on the stack of fabrics behind me. And let me get that article out that inspired me to do these. Is it this magazine? No, well, I gotta find the magazine. Put it down here. It's on page 18. Oh, it opened right to it. This is, she calls them collage corners. Collage corners. It's done by Melanie Theriault, Theriault. This is the Somerset Studio of winter of 2023. And she's doing what she calls collage corners. And I really like what she's done here. And this is her writing journal. And I showed this earlier, but she uses all black and white photos. And I like that because I've been printing off my French ladies here. Which I should do another one, but I'm going to hold that off for a bit because I'll do that toward the end of the stream. And it takes me a while to set that all up. And let me see, I've got all that gunk on my glue on my fingers here. Ew! Meri's peeling her skin off in front of us even. Ew! It's really uncomfortable because when you're an artist, you feel a lot of texture with your fingers. And you can't feel much with all that glue skin on your fingers. Ew, Meri, ew. Look at that. Ew, Meri, ew. She's peeling her skin off in front of us. Sorry about that. It was very uncomfortable. Still, it's on my thumb here. I should go out in the kitchen and wash my hands. I think that's that rubber cement, to tell you the truth. It should rub off, but usually the glue is easier to get off. I have been working out in the yard, and over the next month, this is kind of the gardening season, springs. My streams may be sporadic. So if you come on in the morning and don't see me, I'm either oversleeping or I'm so tired I didn't want to stream in the first place. I try to leave a note, but if I oversleep, you may not get a notification because I may be intending to stream, and I'm going to see if some of this hand sanitizer will help get some of this off of my fingers. Let me grab a paper towel. Well, it's sticking to the paper towel. It's really uncomfortable. I should be used to this now. Much, much better. All right, let's do some collage corners. And I'm putting them in my, writing journal. But these are kind of large. Let's go for these smaller ones first. And see, I could even do the text in the background here if I wanted. But let's cut the columns out. Can you guys see? Yeah. And let's see, I'm going to cut up to here, I think. And I'll save that for something else. Blue book. And I'm going to tear this. Let's tear it with my ruler. And throw that away. And tear that. And tear it here. Now, I'm going to tear here. I'm going to fussy cut her and put her on. I might do more than one, we'll see. Let's fussy cut her out. Let's move these out of the way. Dee Dee was fussy cutting a dragon yesterday. Yes, she was. She did wooden rounds and giving them away. Don't want to cut her nose off. My lighting's so bad. Should really be doing this with the tippy tip of my scissors. Alrighty. I really want this at more of an angle. Let's turn it this way. Let's tear a bit of this off. Now let's tear it this way. And we're going to put her right in there, like that. And that's not really a corner, so let's take this and make a corner. Well, it needs to go the other way, Meri. Like so. Maybe just a little bit background there. And I want to look at her examples again to see how she handles her backgrounds. So let's go look at them again. Well, she uses some pinks. She uses some pinks and grays, watercolor, I think. But not a whole lot of color. Not a whole lot, some pinks and grays. a little bit of blue. Peachy color. Let's get out the... I'm going to have to put this on a sheet. What's this? Let's use this envelope. Ooh, let's use the inside of it. It's gray. I think this is one of the envelopes I was going to stamp to send my shamrocks in. Oh, dear Mary. I might. Yeah. Let's save those, save this. Throw my... Dollar store envelope, not Dollar Tree. Let's grab a hold of it here. And doesn't have to be perfect tears. Let's do it over here. You might want more of the gray to show, though. So let's do it like that. You don't want it to angle. Kind of like it. Like that. But I want it to angle, so let's tear an angle. First. Well, hers came out a little too, didn't it? To look at hers again. I want to see what she's done here. On some of these, the image comes out above the tear. On this one, if you look at this one, and these, all right. So I think I'll put it like that. And this is in French down here. I don't know if I want to save that. Needs to be smaller anyway. No, I think I like it just like that. And then I'm going to save my scrappies here because I might want them. Decisions, decisions. I'm going to splatter some watercolor on here. I'm going to use Tim Holtz. Watercolor pencils. Distress watercolor pencils. And a light blue, if I can get it out, and an orangey. We'll use the orangey and the light blue first. Come on. And I think I'm just gonna, oh, I might need a darker color. I might need a darker blue. That's green. What color is this? Orangey color. Keep those two out. And I'm just going to take a spritz of water here and see what happens. And of course it's all wet. So that means get the heat gun out. I had to plug you guys back in this morning. I unplugged you getting the heat gun all cleaned up. You guys can't see that very well. Maybe I'll put a little bit more. Well, let's dry it and see what happens. Hold the phone. I'm gonna look at her work again. I'm getting inspired by her work. Meri Atelier. And it looks like she put stamped maybe some background stamps here. I don't know how much I want to get on here, but it needs something more. It's got the dark lines in there from the envelope. So I put it over like this, but I think I like it better here. I put it over up this way a little. No, I think I like it here better. Best. Oh, water's in my way. I want more text. Getting a lot of scrappies on my desk. I want more text than this white spot there. I want to cover up that white spot. And since I can't read French anyway, then I'm going to glue this onto here. I need my magazine. And then she is going to come out maybe over that way or over this way. Now I like more of that showing. Sticking. Maybe up there and over. And right in there, I think. What would happen if I put it down? No, I think I like it better up there. I think I like that. Now, I don't like, I think I need darker. I don't like the water, the gray really needs darker color on it for these spot things to show up. And actually she took and colored some of her background in. I almost want to use these like an oil pastel. That's her scarf in there. Just kind of make a outline there. I kind of like that. Let's see. Yeah, I think I like it just like that. And now I'm going to go ahead and put it in my journal while I'm at it. So it's going to have to go on this side of the page. Oops, do I have this right? Yeah, I do. I have this in upside down. I kind of like it like that. So I'm going to put it right down here in the corner, I think. So, let me grab my magazine again. Collage corners. I could do a whole bunch of these and put them in different journals, maybe on a real refill Friday. I like doing this. I like this technique. These would make nice happy mails too. What time is it? It's 8:06. Around 8:30 I'm going to scan another page out of the... It kind of takes me some time to do that online, but... Whoops, did I get her nose? I get her nose. Yeah. We'll leave it like that. I like that. Alright, let's do another one. These are kind of tall, but I kind of like that one. And I had to cut part of her off there. I like this one too. Let's try one of these. Let's try this one. I kind of like her facing inward. Let's mark my page here. And this has some word in French, but I'm not going to save those. And I've got such bad lighting. I went to Debbie Up's sale, and she was selling a light. I got it. I'm hoping that it's a ring light. I'm hoping, and I think it's a table model. I'm hoping that will help my lighting situation here. I have the Ott light here, but it is kind of far away. And it helps, but we're going to see what that other light does for me. You guys see a lot brighter than I do because of the camera. The camera has a bright light on it on my phone. Oh, come on. And I think I'm going to cut this little triangle out here. Because it's not too big, too small, or too big. I can get at it here. There we go. I'll throw these away. It's my envelope. Let's tear the crease off here. And here. Now what would happen if I would tear an angle here? And put her right there and tear here. I like that. I guess I'll glue it first. Let's go ahead and glue it. So from her shoulder up to center of her, right in there, and all of this is going to be glued down. So from her shoulder up there. Now I'll have to do some with images other than French ladies. I kind of like that. Got a little of her out over here, but that's okay. Now, I'm just going to use these two colors today. I'm going to try a little water on my desk and see what happens. Yeah. the blue. Kind of do the edges here. I'm just dipping this watercolor crayon in a little pile of water. I kind of like that, just like that. And grab something to wipe up that water with. My last paper towel on this row. Otherwise, I'll be putting stuff in it. Alrighty, let's get my journal out. I was going to put it here, I think. Put it right in there. I like it. I like it. I like it. When you like it, then it works. It's my glue stick. I didn't cover it up. So I got gunk on it. I kind of like these Pen Plus Gear glue sticks that you get at Walmart. Buy them in the office section. Don't get the little ones. They're the purple. The purple's okay, but I like the larger white ones. I find they're pretty good glue sticks. We'll see how they last through the years. There we go. I'm liking it. I think I'll take a picture of this one. And we'll just save these others. It is 8:17. I'm going to go ahead and take a picture of French ladies here and put them out on the drive. That takes me a little bit of time. Put my Crayolas away, throw the trash away. Pencil. Tiny crochet hook needs to go out with my tatting. Tiny, tiny, tiny one. All right. Oh, I'm getting hungry. I made a pizza. My brother ate a piece while it was still hot. He must have eaten dinner or something because he wasn't too hungry. He ate a piece and a half. And I had 2 pieces, but it was in a large pizza pan. Not a large one, a 13 by, what, 10 or what. And it was a rectangular one. And so I cut up the rest and put it in the refrigerator. I had 2 pieces yesterday. And I thought, well, he's not good on leftovers. My brother's not good with leftovers. He doesn't eat very many leftovers. Let's go ahead and put this gold piece in. Ooh, here somewhere. It needs to go like, just like this. I don't know. I almost like it. Let's try it on another. I'm almost tempted to cut it at an angle. But I got this. I'm gonna have to think about it. I'm not sure about it. I could mix a lady with it. Oh, I kind of like that. To put it right in there. I could put it on my blue book, Daughters of the Land. I'll have to think about that. I'm not sure. And this is coming along nice. You can see here where the spine was broken, but my fabric's gonna hold it good. Yeah. Is this what I need? Another journal to work in. I'll put it aside. I was going to take a picture. I lost her. And we'll put this away. Where's the other one? Put these away while I have them out, or it just works. Becky was finding a home for things this morning. I have a home for these 3 sets. I know where to reach for them. I always put them back. It seems to work. I'm going to take a picture of this with my camera for my thumbnail. Let me stand up and move that out of the way. My camera, and I like to take my pictures in horizontal mode. Do one more here. Get that out of the way. I got the light shining in the picture. Move it way over. That's still shining. Okay. So now, collage corners. You're going to see me doing a lot more of these with different images. I was just using my French ladies because they were out. So, there's my journal. And let's get out the big, and I'll have to zoom out to do that. Move my bunnies, because my bunnies, Easter bunnies, if I don't move them, they'll get knocked off on the floor. And Penelope, I better move you too. She says, okay, Meri, I don't want to be knocked. And let me get the book. And what I'm doing here is I got this book from Pearl's Finds. I was real fortunate to get it. Let me zoom out so you guys can see it better. Nope. And I'm wearing my maroon blouse. And this is a French needlework. The magazine was printed in 1865, the magazines. And they're all in French. It's all in French. Let me turn it this way so we can pick a picture here. There are several pictures. Let's go to the back. My bunnies are getting knocked around here. Should take them out in the other room, but I enjoy them in here. See, there's a lot of, really a lot of needlework designs in here. This looks like it, is it knitting? It almost looks like you could do a cross stitch off of that. But I like to give the ladies. I guess there's not much in the back here. Let's see what's on the back. Ooh. This one looks torn. This page is torn. Oh, look at this. Shall we do this one? And there's a turtle down here. There's a turtle. We're going to do the turtle and the ladies, and that's, I think, a fan up here. It could be some sort of a holder. I'm not sure what this is. I don't think it's a fan. Nécessaire de couture. I'm not sure what that is. Let's do this one just for fun. Usually I try to do the smaller portrait ones. And I'm going to put the book like this. And I guess I'll have to turn it the other way because the weight of the book is going to pull the book off the table. And these might show up upside down. If they do, just go ahead and print them upside down, and it'll come out. You can turn the paper right side up after you get it off the printer. I don't want to knock things off my table here. Hold it. Nope. And this will show up on an 8.5 by 11, but since this is kind of longer, it kind of, well, sometimes it fits and sometimes it doesn't. Let's go ahead and shoot a picture of it. Where's my phone? I'd like to scan it. I'm wondering, I'd like to scan it right side up. Let's try it this way. Let's try it this way. Can you guys see? You're seeing most of it. I'm going to go ahead and scan this page. I'm not sure what that is. If you guys know, let me know. There's a turtle down in here, which I think is cool. And maybe next time there's over here, it looks like cuffs off of a blouse, you know, a sleeve with a cuff. And the two ladies down here in their capes. But we're going to do this page. And got it pretty good. And it just gets the page. So let me close this up. Hopefully it'll show right side up this time. The last one I did was upside down. And I couldn't figure out how to flip the PDF without making it a JPEG. Okay, let me zoom back in again here. Hold on. I like to do these during my live streams, and I'll put them in my folder, which I'm calling a public domain folder. You guys can share, print, share the link, send it off. The only thing I ask that you don't do is sell it. All right, so this takes me a little bit of time, but it looks pretty good here. In here, it captured it pretty good. I think it's a little crooked here. Let's move this up a little. And it may be a little crooked there. But it's pretty good. Let's save PDF. That's pretty good. It's a little narrow. It's a little narrow there, but I think that'll work out on the printer. It might, the text, which is all in French anyway, might be a little rounded there because of the book kind of slants in at the margin. All right, open an Acrobat. Let's do that. There it is. And I think I can print it. Comment, loop more. Sign, fill and sign more to. That's a generative summary. Oh, it's doing a summary. It's trying to read it. Almost there. Just a few moments away. I'm reading what I hit the generative summary. The AI tries to figure out what's going on here. This document provides a detailed instruction for creating a dress. That AI does pretty good, doesn't it? Just by looking at that picture, this is how it summarized it. The document provides a detailed instructions for creating a dress, including materials, measurements, and assembly techniques. Dress design and materials. The dress features a corsage and a belt with fabric requirement of 6 meters. The corsage is designed to fit snugly near the neck and is complemented by the decorative elements. The fabric should be cut without seams with specific measurements. Boy, it really read it. It even has the assembly instructions and the decorative elements. It did a really good job. It did a good job of summarizing it. But I want to see how I can save this now. Let's see what here. Pages, read aloud, edit PDF, save a copy, export, create. Oh, here's my print. Let's print it. I sent it to the printer. Well, we'll see how it prints out. I'm going to print it off. And let's see, print server error, the print Betsy Goodman, Global Embroidery, watch, cookies, gingerbread, someone liked. Now, I don't know if it's printing. It said it blocked it. Let's go back and look and see what it says over here. I might have to, let's get rid of my camera. I'm going to try it again because I might have to, more. Copy to device, export PDF, set password, compress. I think this copy though, yeah. See, this one printed upside down. Let's hit the more. Set password, compress, fill and sign, modifies. This is what gets me. Let's try this print again. Now let me get rid of my notifications. Azure Muse has a birthday. She passed away. Azure Muse passed away. We will miss her. All right, let's try this print again, see what happens. Yeah, now it's printing it. This stuff doesn't matter here. This printing it here. So while that's printing, I want to see how I can save it. I got to share here. Gmail, get link, messages, share via, invite people, send a copy. Let's get the link. And I think what I end up doing is going to my notes and opening a new notepad and putting the link in. Paste. It's on Acrobat. There it is. And then from here, See, this is what I need to figure out more. Because I'm still in a Adobe scan, I think. Okay, I get mixed up in here. I've opened the link. I don't think it'll let me do that on this device. There we go. Save copy as. And I'm just going to put French Ladies March 27th. And done. It's in my download folder. Okay, so let's get out of that, if I can. Get out of that, get out of that, get out of that, get out of that. Come to my files, go to my downloads, and there it is. So I'm going to open that up. And I want to hit the generative summary. Let's do that. We're going to share it. I'm going to put it out on my drive, and I'm already in the correct folder, French Ladies and French Illustrations. So I'm going to save it there. French Ladies, March 27th. I'm going to go out to my drive. And I should, let's see. Oh, that's not the right drive. I need to go to that one. And I'm going to go to French, F-R-E-N. I've already got it there. And right here it is. So I'm going to open it up. It's right side up. I'm going to copy the link. Now this is the folder that I'm calling a public domain folder. You should see this as when I open this up and look at the properties. Now, hit that. I'm not on my drive. Open this up. Manage access, and it's anyone with the link can get it, can view it. So now let me come to my chat. I'm getting the hang of this. It takes some manipulations. That's why I wanted to save it toward the end. And I want to come into my stream and come into my chat, put all messages on. Come on, Meri. Chat filter, all messages. Hi, Juju. Juju, I hope that you sent me a friend request on Facebook because I approved it. I just noticed it out there this morning. Brenda, hi Brenda. She says, I'm on a break after a 20-minute search for a glue bottle needle. Oh dear. Let's see, who else have I missed? Beck says, time for a break. I got my carts back into a workable status. Oh, Becky puts me to shame. Just April is Mama Juju. Dora's here. Brenda, I think I've said good morning to everybody. Oh, Angie Brown. Hi, Angie. When I had a blur in my left eye, I asked about redoing it. Take care, everybody, Angie, and it's lovely to see everyone. She's heading out. Angie says, Joyce, the doctor who did my cataract surgery told me they can't redo them. They are permanent. I think that blur will eventually clear up for you, it's still pretty early, and you give it some time. Of course, Meri the doctor. All right, I want to put in this link. I'm just going to call it French Ladies. It's the one from today. The link will say March 27th, but French Ladies. Whoops, Leafy. D-I-E-S space. Let me put the link in. So you guys can go, if you want to, you can go out to the drive and print this off. And it's going out there. It takes a minute. And there it is. And this is a turtle here. I think this might be the corsage thing. I'm not quite sure. I think that it's upside down. I think if you look at it, it's kind of hard. I think it might be one of these chatelaine type things. I'm not sure exactly what this is up here. It looks like it might fit around the collar too. This might be a collar piece. I'm not sure what this is. And see, it's got this piece coming out this way. But that might be fabric. So this might have fit around the neck somehow. But see that AI, this is not in the AI. My Acrobat had AI on it, and it read all of these instructions here, and it read all of the detail there of how to construct these things. It was really interesting. I'm surprised you could even read all of this. It's really faint over there, but you get the pictures pretty good. Now I'm going to leave this right here. I'm going to put Penelope here. I'm going to run out and get the print. I'll be right back. Just hold the phone. We'll go get see how it printed off on my printer, which is out in the kitchen because I can see. And it did print both of them off, and I had a piece of, let me get in here. It printed both of them. I thought the first one didn't print because it said it blocked it, but it printed anyway. And I had a piece of sticker paper in there. It printed it on plain paper and sticker paper, which is cool because now I can cut this turtle out. I can cut the turtle out. So this is how it printed. This is the plain paper one. These are cool. I can put these in my journal. So that link out there is for you. You have to come to chat or watch the replay to get it. And I'm going to try to do these when I do them toward the end of my streams. So you are free to share the link if you want. If you grab it and put it in a folder someplace, and you can share it with anybody else. I don't have a problem with that. I'm calling that a public domain folder for the French ladies out of this book. I also have an old almanac that I want to share things with you, but that's coming. And I just feel like this is a thank you to you guys for coming to chat or even watching the replay. And I'll try to do them at the end of my stream. I haven't quite gotten to that habit yet, but there you go. It is 9:15. Let's see. Let's check things out here. Let me turn this off. Yeah. Let's check out let's see how my little Putz house. I painted the chimney this morning. Now I think you're seeing this red more than I am. Yeah, I don't see the red on there too much. I think I'm going to put a brighter red on there. And the roof will go on something like this. Now I need to make a little door. And I have a piece of cardboard here. I could put 10 on there. Or we could put the barcode in there. Or I could just paint it red. Have a red door. I think their doors, well, there might be red. I think they're generally a brown color though. And I need to put a hanger. I need to make a chimney. I'm not going to do the chimney now because I need to put a little square, and I need to make a little rectangle and then cut a V shape in it and fit it on here. I'll probably do that last. I need to put a hanger in the roof before I put it on. But before I do that, I need to, let's see what I have here. Oh. I'm looking for a piece of, I had a piece of, here it is. Well, that's the outside of it that I was using for my windows. And of course it's hard to get to because I probably have, is that it? No, we'll just cut a piece off of this. Well, I think this was what I'm going to make the chimney off of. This is fairly large. I just need a little piece to fit in here. Cut it right there. I'll cut it down a little. This is still have a lip on here to store stuff. Oops. See, I still have a fairly big bag here. So what I want to do, and now this is double. I learned my lesson on the last one. We only want one. So let's cut here. Well, I don't know what I'm going to end up having here. Hopefully it's wide enough. And it is. So let's cut here. I have to cut that down a little too, but we'll do that later. This is just extra. Maybe I'll put it on the inside there. I don't know if I'll use it or not. And you can't see. Hold the phone. So all I'm going to do here on my back here, I did the thread for the windows in here. This is the back of the building. I'm gonna put little flower boxes on it. But I don't like this. I don't know if I can ever get that off there. Oh, there it came. Yay. Got a piece of the thread, but I'll take it. Let me get that out of there. Dull scissors. I wonder if I can do this one too. Tim Holtz scissors are like the ever ready bunny. You just keep going and going and going. These are the old ones too. Oh, that's so much better. This one I don't mind as bad. Okay, so I got a few minutes here. All I'm going to do is, you can't see the, but I'm going to do diagonal lines, and I'm going to do them with my paint pen. And maybe I'll just mark the corners here so you can see where I'm at. There. And I'm just going to do diagonal lines with my paint pen. And that other one I use thread, but I think the paint pen is easier. You learn as you go. You learn as you go. And I'm just guesstimating here. Now I need to just have this in the windows. I'm going to have to cut it out for the door space. I'm going to put a little door on there. I'm going to put a chimney on. Some flower boxes. I might put a trellis on the other side. We got a chimney on one side. I might put a trellis on the other side. I need to go to town. I haven't been out for over a week. We had a blizzard last Wednesday. I've been in, gosh, I don't know when the last time I went out was. I need to get to the dollar store and get me some boxes to nail those law books in. I haven't forgotten you guys. I don't have any small boxes. And I know I can get them for free at the dollar store or at Walmart. I watch Walmart too. All right, we'll do one more. It doesn't matter because that's going to all be. Then we're going to turn it this way. What time is it? It's 8:52. That just took me a couple minutes to do that. This is a paint pen. I'm going to turn it over now. No, I'm not. I'm going to do it over here. Because these lines are messing me up. And this is just the Sharpie paint pen, that they're creative markers that they just came out with. Supposed to mark on everything. And it's not going to soak through to the other side because it's a paint pen. So I think I'm okay there. Let me pull this up a little. Come on, Meri. This is much easier than doing the thread. I do like the dimension on the thread, though. I tried to glue that thread on a piece, but I had it doubled, and I had a little trouble putting it in there. I think this is much easier. These are those iron bars that you see on the window. That one got a little, but I don't think it'll show. Whoops. You're getting smaller, Meri. Oh, well. It's just a Putz house. It's just a Putz house. All right. There we go. Now, I'm going to put it. What did I do with it? Where'd I put my Putz house? There's the roof. Here it is. It's going to go in here. I'm going to glue it in here, and then I'll trim off the excess. And it'll just show in the 2 windows. So I'm going to glue it in there now, and then that'll be the last thing I do today. Let me get Aileen's glue. What did I do with you? I put you back on the top shelf. Whoops, that's not it. Oh, turn on more turn of the... Yeah, get my glue stick. And what did I do with my towel? Must have thrown it away. I got a new roll out. So today we worked on the Putz house. I opened Happy Mail. We made a copy of the French ladies. I painted the chimney on my Putz house. We did collage corners. And I feel like I did something else, but I can't remember what. Oh, I showed you my writing journal. Did quite a bit today. All right, I'm just going to glue on the inside here. Right in there. Right in there. So this is Thursday. I think Pink Girly is coming on next. So watch for her to come on. And there'll be other people on the day. I can't remember who is on Thursday afternoon. I think tonight though, Beth Schuler comes on at 6 Eastern. And I think Kelly Rosslin. And I forget who else. But I'm updating my schedule announcement thing. So if you are streaming, put your comment of your schedule below the video or go over to my post tab and put a comment under my notification there. And I will put you on my announcement if you have a schedule. Now, Lena said she's doing videos. She's trying to do videos, I think she said every week. So, I'm going to let this dry. And then I'll cut out the door here. Or I might leave the door there and put a red piece behind it. Or a blue piece behind it. We'll see. I'll have to decide what I want to do with the door. But there, and then I still got the chimney to do, and I've got a few more things. I want to put some more red on here. It's not showing up good for me. So I might try to cover up some of this in here because I don't like looking on the inside and seeing nothing but bars. But you aren't going to see much on the... I'm not putting a bottom on it. And it would be nice to put lights in there, wouldn't it? Christmas tree lights in there. I might not hang it on the tree. I'm going to make it to hang. But if I line all these up, I have them hanging up on my camera stand now. But if I line them up, I can put little lights in there. And put them in on the windowsill. And have a whole bunch of little Putz houses. Yeah, yay. All right, it's 8:59. So I want to thank you all for coming. Becky said she's got to run. Have a wonderful day. Joy said, I've made dog furniture out of cardboard and used toothpicks for the door hinges. Oh, how cool. How cool is that? All right. Thank you, Lena. Oh, thank you for popping in and saying hello. I think up above, Arlene dropped if you're watching the replay, Arlene dropped the link to Lena's channel. Miss Linux 210, that's her channel name. So have a great day, everybody. Watch for Paint Girly. I already did my thumbnail, so have a great day. I will see you again. I don't know if I'll be on tomorrow morning. Probably not, because I probably do some yard work today and I'll be tired. So I'll see you Thursday morning at 6 o'clock. Bye, everyone. Have a great day.